Good sir, my lord, we have here hard ridden, and stand us now before the Mount of Esquires. How goes this further?
We shall await the dark, and when that universal assassin's cloak hath shrouded out the accusing finger of daylight, shall I alone creep silent, and silence for ever the sleeping king.
Alone, my lord, and to silence? Is there no quarter, no clemency? Are we to murder, then?
Murder, sayest thou? Nay, 'tis not murder. List thou, Victor, for I shall mind thee of a precedent, when, as boys, the king and I would seek thy company. Thou didst show us many of that which thou now callest murder. There was that nest full with chicks, 4 as I recall, that did when approached raise their heads with open beaks expectant of some succour, their mother upon the ground with broken wing, all didst thou ring off to mend the cruelty of Mother Nature.
Mind'st thou that?
Ay, and many there too. In every case a just mitigation, for e'en the fish we caught and feasted on canst thou call like murder.
But a man, and thereto a king. There is a name for this.
Regicide they call such, if murder it is.
So, good Lord Ramiro, if not murder or regicide, what call'st thou this? If be right, and neither dread title can claim it as its own, what shall give it name and title?
Mercy could claim it. Discretion could its cousin be.
Mercy? To stem the flow of blood in the veins, and give those I know to glaze, while discretion nods in approval and stops the noisome escaping of air of final breath.
Honour, then.
Honour? Whose honour? The king's, or that of the state?
Both. Forget not what I told thee, afore we here did fly.
'Twas all good sooth, 'tis true. All argument is past gainsay, and only actions remain. But yet, my good Lord Ramiro, must this act be thine? Thou art a man of consequence, and I would rather see thee unsullied by this taint, this mark of Cain, this Brutus act. And wouldst thou see me stand idly by, and see my friend kill my friend? I venture I could ask that right same question, my lord, for I love thee both as if I were thine own. It should be me, my lord, that snuffs this candle out. By thine own argument art thou defeated, as I have the experience of those self-same instances that thou wouldst have me mind.
Hast thou ever killed a man, Victor?
Ay, my lord, in the heat of battle, where not to take a life would make me obliged to tender mine own. To engage a man whose full intent is behind his sword, with determined mind and a well-set jaw and a belief that his cause is just, as every soldier must, lends thine arm a vigour that normal-wise could ne'er be achieved. No calculated thought of right or wrong, but pure bloody action in the cause of survival, doth spur thee on. This we speak of is to that, a stranger. So thou hast no more experience in this than I. Not so, my lord, for I have one experience that sets me apart and more adept than thou to this task to undertake. And what for a one? My Talbot Lancer, that faithful hound that thou didst torment almost daily.
Ah, Lancer, I mind him well. We also were good friends.
Ay, he, my dog, when age did make him so infirm that he did look as if to plead for his release, did I nick him in a vein, so painless he would sleep and speed. That was a mercy.
A fine hound, and a good friend, yet still not a man. Nay, Victor, there is no qualification, no training specific to prefer one or t'other in this particular. We this whole night through could debate, and yet not find an accord, some course of action that meets both the occasion and also our honour satisfy. This last, shall I say, this action is to protect the state, and therefore by the state protector it shall be done.
Good then, my lord, I shall provoke no further argument, and attend thee as the tractors run, and give thee direction to the cave. Thence return thee and await me here, to receive my sorry frame. If by morn of me there is no sign, nor hast thou the pall of funeral smoke espied, assume that we both perished are, for it may so hap. Make in, and secure Ferdinand's state ring. It must to the court be returned, and if we both with open eyes stare skyward, see both our corpses burned.